Hello, leaders. I'm Dr. Patrick Jinks, board certified leadership coach and president of the Leaders Perspective. How long did it take you to get fully integrated into your new job? Do you remember that? How long does it take the people you hire or promote? Let's cue it up. Before we get started, let me take a quick moment and remind you that our accredited program for training coaches has been launched, and we have students online right now, and it's available online on demand. We have both internal coaches and external coaches enrolled in the program as we speak. The course is called Organizational Leadership Coaching Training, or OLCT. It's a 30-hour online on-demand intensive that results in becoming TLP coach certified, and the 30 hours count toward training requirements for achieving board certification through the Center for Credentialing and Education for those that want to pursue that level of certification. If you're an organizational leader looking to add real coaching skills to your leadership toolkit, or you're looking to run your own coaching practice, this course is absolutely for you. And I know we have a lot of nonprofit leaders who tune into this channel, so please note that the tuition for this course is 20% lower for nonprofit leaders. Just visit theleadersperspective.com/OLCT to learn more. Okay, today we're talking about getting settled into a new leadership role or a new job. And I want to start by crediting an executive coach named Eileen Ryder for this inspiring thought. She recently authored an article in Real Leaders magazine about the work she does helping organizations integrate new leaders. Do you remember how long it took you to feel fully integrated into your current role? What kind of support did you have? What kind of training or mentoring did your organization provide for you? What would have made it better? Now, let's think about how your organization systematizes the onboarding of new employees and leaders, whether they're promoted from within to new positions or they're coming in cold from the outside. Most organizations have what I would call an orientation. We do this for new employees and even new board members. In larger organizations, this is usually a function of HR. This is where we get the employee manual at a minimum, along with 1 or 2 hours of orientation session where we learn where the restrooms are and maybe how to access the S drive. For board members, we share the budget and the board roster and the strategic plan. We put in the binder our latest annual report and organizational calendar that shows us when all the next board meetings are. Then there are those organizations, albeit a far smaller number, who have a more comprehensive process beyond orientation that we call onboarding. And this might include assigning a mentor, designating some specialized training, or even just having a 90-day onboarding period where after 90 days, if everything has gone well, perhaps there's a slight bump in pay and a performance appraisal that goes in the personnel file. But I'd like to challenge you to think about how long it takes your new employees and new leaders to become fully integrated, value creators, and maybe even masters of their new role. In one corporate survey of over 500 leaders, including those at the C-suite level, 60% of those leaders said it took them at least 6 months to be playing a meaningful role in their new position. 20% said it took 9 months. And only about 30% of those leaders indicated that they had received any kind of support during this transition. Now, does your organization really have 9 months to get new leaders up and running and fully integrated? How could you accelerate that? What would it take for your organization to consider itself excellent at getting people in new positions fully integrated in their role? What kind of activities and engagements might your organization implement to ensure that new leaders from the CEO on down have all the support and tools they need to be operating at peak performance as soon as possible? I coach leaders at various levels in organizations who frequently tell me they were pretty much thrown into the fire and expected to just figure it out. In fact, I talk to board members regularly who say the same thing. Nonprofit boards will often self-assess as not highly engaged. And when you ask them why, They simply say they don't know what to do. And these are board members who went through the 2-hour orientation and got the 2-inch thick manual full of organizational materials. These are the board members who have been attending board meetings for at least a year, in fact, but their organization takes for granted that they will know what to do and how to engage. We'll cover a board engagement continuum in another episode in the future. For now, I think the challenge is clear. Let's think about what our organization's process is, not just for orientation, not just for onboarding, but for the pathway to full integration and value creation for new leaders. How would you design it? What would it save you in turnover costs? And how much would it mitigate a frustrating culture where employees and their leaders are constantly winging it and operating from a position of stress and uncertainty? That's the leader's perspective, at least this leader's perspective for this week. If you would like to explore ways that the leader's perspective can help you or your organization achieve greater clarity, simplicity, and alignment in your mission work, reach out and schedule a free discovery call with me by clicking the link that's always in the video description below these videos. And of course, I hope you'll subscribe to this channel if you haven't already by clicking the subscribe button below, and also make sure you click the bell icon so that you're notified when new episodes arrive. Finally, if you haven't already, check out our podcast. It's globally ranked in the top 10 of FeedSpot's global podcasts in its genre. Just click the link that's also in the video description below. And we go in depth with experts, leaders, coaches, social sector practitioners on all things leadership. So check it out. And we'll see you here next time. Lead on.